Okay, let's talk about the last movie I saw with you in, if I may, was you were kind of in it and you weren't in it, Beowulf.
Yeah.
Which was a sort of an animated film, but they used real actors, yourself and some others.
Yeah.
What was the process of that and how was that to do?
It was an animation in a way. It's the difference with it's like when you make a film, you turn up, the set's built, you put your costume on, your makeup, and you go and act.
And that must help you, I guess, getting
well,
into the
yeah,
part.
but this way you turn up, you act, then they put your costume on, then you make up, and then they build the set. It's the other way round. But everything you see in that film is what we've done physically, the acting, you know, everything. The speaking. We were acting on a set with white walls, so your imagination actually explodes.
Yeah.
You know? You have to imagine, and you have to imagine me with an 8-pack and
Well,
I'm
here's the
7
thing,
foot tall.
I think that's the way
And
forward,
very,
isn't it, for
very,
actors?
very good looking man.
Well, you're a good-looking man anyway, but obviously you've covered, you've protected your body with a...
No, I look like this for my parts, John,
Yeah.
but when I go home, I'm actually a right salt.
And what a great bunch of people to work with, though. I don't know how many of the actors you actually got to perform
All
opposite.
of them.
Okay, so you're actually in the room with them.
Yeah.
So you're there with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
What a great performer to be
Oh,
with
he's
there.
unbelievable, man.
Anthony Hopkins, and of course with the beautiful Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Now your character, the animated version of you in the film, gets to kiss the animated
It's not
version.
animated, Jim.
It's not animated. What do you call it then?
It's motion capture, I guess, in a way, but it's not animation, really. You perform and then they paint it, you know. Then
So the painted version of you
yes, that's better.
gets to kiss the painted version of Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Now, there's a lady, I think most of us, most straight men in the world would love to have just a little chance to have a kiss off.
Of course you would, yeah.
Because
There's something wrong with you.
her lips are like as cushiony as that couch.
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl and all.
Do you need special permission from her indoors when it's
No, I just didn't tell her. And then it's very fun. I've probably told this story before without being boring, but I went home and I was kind of like in a little bit of. I thought I might get in trouble or something, you know. And
This was after when?
yeah, this is the day of when we've been kissing and all that.
Who,
And
Angelina?
Yeah, Angelina, yeah. And I've gone home and Elaine's, it's in Los Angeles, and Elaine's there cooking the dinner, and I've come in, the kids all about. And I was a bit quiet, you know, as you would be. And she said to me, what's the matter? And I went, oh, nothing, babe, no. I just had a bit of a tough day, you know. And she said, what's up? Are you a bit quiet? Yeah, because she knows me backwards. I've been married 29 years, you know, she knows every move I make. And she said, well, what's up? And I said, well, you know, I've just had a really tough day. I've been kissing her all day. She went, who? I went, Angelina Jolie. And she went, well, someone's got to, babe.
That's the best response you could possibly
Yeah,
give.
but like she was giving it like, I don't really care, but you know.
Yeah.
I reckon she did.
Don't make a habit of it.
No.
Yeah. Okay, now, before we wrap things up here, I've got some exciting news, which I don't think people know about yet, but we found out we know that one of Ray's forthcoming projects, and I believe you're committed to this already, are you? To remake one of the perennial, much-loved British TV shows of all time in film form. Is this correct?
Yeah, it's been kind of going on for 3 years, and I finally read the script, got the script through, and it's fabulous. It really is, and it's the Sweeney, you know.
The Sweeney.
But it's
making a movie of the Sweeney.
and I never really wanted to. I never thought about it before because I was lucky enough to work with John Ford, and I really loved John Ford. He was a great man, you know, and a terrific actor. And I thought, you know, how do you feel you can go and do what John Ford?
So you're
did,
playing his part.
Yeah, and it's really well written, and you know, if it all works out, I don't know, you know, it's in early stages now at the moment, but yeah. I'd love to do it.
And so you're going to be Jack Regan,
yeah,
in it, which was his character. Now, what was the name of the character who Dennis Waterman played?
Carter.
Carter. Do you have a Carter lined up?
No, they don't. I don't think so. No, there's a lot of people being thrown about with that one. But they're looking for someone with a bit of a lisp.
Jimmy! That looks right. Don't you think that looks right? That looks kind of...
You're always on my back.
Okay. Now, do you know when you'll be starting that film?
No, I haven't got a clue at the moment.
Wow, that would be great.
No, but it's really a good script, and it's got that old feel about it that the show had, you know.
But you were in the Sweeney, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
This was one of your first jobs, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed. I was an extra, and I was just started at drama college, and I went on this job, and it was, you know, the Sweeney and all that, and I was just supposed to sit there and listen to this guy buying a gun. But I kept picking the gun up and having a look at it and saying things. They said, no, you're not supposed to do that. I didn't know the rules, you know, I didn't know how to go around
then
it.
suddenly you have to pay
but
you
they've
more.
got to give you another 30 quid or something, you know. And at the end of it, when we're running away, I'm supposed to get shot. I jumped over the fence and got away. and the episode, I think, is called Love in Arms.
I love the Sweeney.
Yeah.
You know, as all men of that generation.
Yeah.
I love the Sweeney, and then secretly I love the Osmonds.
Yeah, well,
no wonder I'm so confused.
No.
Okay, how great to have you back on the show. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you very much.
I, for one, cannot wait to see Indiana Jones.
It's good.
Yeah,
I know it is,
can't
I've
wait
heard.
to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing Sweeney here. But ladies and
Bless
gentlemen, join
you.
me in saying thanks to Mr. Ray Winstone.
Thank you.
Hey, Ray, great work. Thank you, as always.
Thank you.
Ray Winstone.
Thank you, boys.
About the Sweeney.